Good evening, ladies. This is me, Ashley, from Washington's TTC Journey, coming to you with my 10 to 11 DPO update. Basically, I don't know what DPO I am to be exact. I know it's between 10 or 11. Know that much. I had two positive ovulation tests, one on cycle day 11, which was December 10th, and then I had one, excuse me, on cycle day 12, which was December 11th at 6:15 in the morning prior to my 7:15 appointment for my ultrasound to, basically see how many eggs I release, when I was going to ovulate, like a time frame or whatnot, and so on. Okay, so only symptoms that I've had from one DPO to now is pressure on my stomach. That's about it. It feels like cramps sometimes, and then it feels like a little pulling, or maybe like you've pulled a muscle, like a Charlie horse per se. Um, that feeling does not go away. It lasts all day, all night. I find that it gets worse at night when I'm laying down and not moving around. Like you feel it. Uh, it's stronger per se. Um, Other than the cramping and the pressure and the pulling feeling, the only other thing that I've experienced is lower back aches. Um, I notice that it tends to be on my very lower back all the way up to my right side. I notice that I get more pains on my right side versus my left side. Not saying that I don't get any pains on my left side, because I do, but they're more intense on my right side. I find it very difficult to sleep at night because of the backaches. I can't find a comfortable position. So I know it's crazy, but my best friend, she just had her son, and she was telling me, to get comfortable with laying on my left side or on my back. Because when you're pregnant, you can't sleep on your right side after 5 weeks because you can stop your baby's heart. So, me personally, I like to sleep on my right side and on my stomach. So, sleeping on my back, I feel like I am suffocating myself, and it's just not comfortable. And so, I'm trying to get used to sleeping on the opposite side, per se, so that I could get accustomed to it if I am pregnant. I have still been taking my ovulation tests. I started on a new ovulation test, and with the new one, I've been getting negatives. I don't know why I got a positive on 9 to 10 DPO. I'm actually not sure about that, but who knows? Maybe there was a surge for a reason. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. But you could still see dark lines on the test. They're not like, oh my god, you can't see them, so it's a negative. I have no explanation to why I had a positive OPK when I know I wasn't ovulating. There were no ovulation pains, nothing. There was no egg white cervical mucus, none of that. I have had creamy cervical mucus. It's not a lot. I go from creamy to somewhat dry. Um, it alternates days for some odd reason. I think that's a little strange, but it's not anything in abundance like how I was during ovulation or leading up to ovulation. Um, Leading up to ovulation, I had egg white cervical mucus that came out in globs, literally globs. And with ovulation, this go round, there was some bleeding, but that was only attributed to me having the HSG done a couple days prior too. So um, I do notice that my nipples are a little bit sore, but they're only sore when like you touch them. And it's not even like a sore feeling, it's more like a tingly prickly sore maybe. It's not something that's like sore, oh my god, don't touch. Just if you press them or anything like that, that's when the pain comes in. Um, I find myself taking naps more often than usual. Um, I find myself falling asleep at work, and that is sad because I don't fall asleep at work. Even though I work second shift, no reason to fall asleep. Um, let's see. My appetite goes from one moment I'm very hungry to the next moment where I can't, I don't want to eat nothing. Like today, I just ate maybe about 45 minutes ago for the first time today. I still take my metformin daily. I take 2,000 milligrams a day, in 500 milligram caps, well, pills. I take four of them, and that's about it. I do not take any pain meds when I'm in pain. Although they say you can take Tylenol, I do not take anything. I try to do warm baths, like the hot water bottle trick. I try to do something that's more soothing than medicating myself. Um, I find myself drinking a lot more water. I find myself being overly thirsty for no reason. Like I have to have something to drink all day throughout the day. I do find myself going to the bathroom more. That could be because of the fluid intake that I'm currently having. I've never been this thirsty in my life. Never. um, I don't know if y'all know about the big smart water bottles, the really, really big one. I drink the water out the smart bottle and then fill it up maybe about 4 or 5 times throughout my shift. And then once my shift is over, I fill it up again so that I can have something to drink on the way home. And then usually once I get home, I'm pretty sleepy. I don't drink anything else. But I find myself going to the bathroom maybe every 45 minutes or so. Um, Being that I'm drinking water, I notice that my urine is dark, and I don't know why because all I'm drinking is water, which is kind of weird. It's no strong smell or anything like that. It's just dark. Um, I'm supposed to be testing tonight at midnight with my bestie, but I'm a little scared. I might do a video, but then again, I might not post this one because it could be a false negative or it could be a false positive, one or the other. So I'm not due to test until Christmas Eve, which is Wednesday, which is when um I'll either be 13 or 14 DPO. And Aunt Flo is due Christmas or the day after Christmas. So if Aunt Flo does not show up, I mean, I'll be happy. But then again, with PCOS, you're not sure as to, what could be the cause of not having your cycle. But I do have a doctor's appointment scheduled for December 29th, where if my period doesn't come on, then they'll do a pregnancy test. Excuse me. And if my cycle does come, then they do a baseline ultrasound to see, exactly. I'm not sure exactly what they're looking for in the baseline ultrasound. But I'm pretty hopeful about the cycle. I continue to pray every night, and I continue to pray, you know, throughout the day, just hoping that there's something that is. I'm just looking for a sign. any and everything. And God probably already provided me a sign. Maybe that was the reason for having the smiley face the day that I did, letting me know to stop worrying that everything is okay. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them below. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. Thank you for watching. Bye.